Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the newest episode of Hobo Hunts on the NES. And today, I have found something a little interesting. When I threw my dart at the random board of NES games, I came upon Disney's The Lion King for the NES. And, you know, that by itself sounds pretty average, normal, nothing to talk about. But what's weird about this is, if you know The Lion King, you would know that the game came out when the Super Nintendo was around, and a lot of people have fond memories of the Super Nintendo version and the Genesis version, but little do they know that there is an NES version that came out at the pretty much end of the NES library, if not one of the last game. It was really hard to find information on this. But not even that. It didn't even come out in America. This is actually a Europe-only NES game, which just seems weird to me. I don't know, it's just like, why would you craft the game and only put it out in one country? I don't know, that's what intrigues me about it. I couldn't find anything about it. It was so hard. All I could do is find this. Let's read. Disney The Lion King brings to life the majesty of Africa through the tale of Simba, a lion cub faced with the challenging transition of maturity, aka murder, driven into the wilderness by his evil Uncle Scar. Unlike his Uncle Scoots, he touched him inappropriately. That was a lot worse. Simba finds salvation with Pumbaa the warthog and Timon the meerkat, and his education begins. That's right. When you see your father murdered, what you do is you find two completely stupid animals and have them teach you everything about life. But that entire paragraph is the only thing I could find about this game. That's it. Now, as for trying to find wild copies, I couldn't find anything except from eBay, and it seemed the price that seemed to be standard was around $40 for this NES game. That was the cheapest I could really find, just the NES copy. Now, I found it boxed and everything, and it was $70. But still, that seems so expensive to me. So I'm thinking, if it is $40, to me, if a NES game is worth $40 to $70, it's gotta be the second coming of Super Mario Brothers. And somehow, I don't think that's gonna be the case. So, after talking about all of this, here's the real kick in the pants. You wanna know what the kick in the pants is? There's two pants kickings incoming. Pants kicking number one. Okay. So that's pants kicking number one. Seizures is pants kicking number one. The emulator don't work. I've been looking all over the place. ROM does not work. I've looked everywhere for different ROMs to find this. So that meaning, the only way for me to get footage is to buy this $40 game. That being said, this looks dreadful. Just dreadful. Simba, let's put him aside for now. I just would like to mention the first thing we see. The green thing that, honest to God, looks like those little tablets you put in water and they inflate and turn into a dinosaur. That is what that is. I'm pretty sure if you open up your cartridge that you get for $40, you will find a foam little green dinosaur inside there. You could take that out, you can put it on your shelf saying, that was my $40 inflatable douche. So that's problem number one. That the game looks like this. Oh! Every time. Why did I put myself through that? When I first saw this, when I tested it, I felt like I was going to throw up. And to be honest with you, I was going to throw all the research away and all that to the side because I was like, the game's glitching. There's no way I'm going to be able to get any more information about it. But see, then there's the kick in the pants number two. The second part that almost intrigues me even more than all this story about last games and just no reason for crafting the game. Even by, like, movie standards, there was no reason to craft this game for the NES when the Super Nintendo was around. But this is part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pirated version of The Lion King. Now, you probably could tell it's pirated because the monkey is holding up a baby elephant. But we're not gonna worry about the baby elephant incident. He need to sacrifice it, alright? Do you see that giant sparkle in the sky? You think he's gonna be happy that he didn't get a sacrifice this morning? No! Baby elephants have to go down. Who's that knocking at my door? Peter! They came with maces this time. They mean business. Did you see that, folks? Did you see that beginning bit? Let's just pause it for 1 second and just let it seep in that opening. This is the pirated, unlicensed version of Lion King. And already, with the first cutscene, the very first thing we saw was 10 times better than the actual licensed version. That is what blows my mind. It almost feels like there is more passion put into the unlicensed version than the one that actually came from Disney and these guys themselves, because I forgot. Virgin something. Hold on. Virgin Interactive. And I don't know, it's just, I mean, look! It doesn't look like it's inflatable! The roar is good, the jump looks awesome. Look at this! I mean, sure, it's probably glitchy. We'll probably, except, did I just do a barrel roll? Before it's time. Before it's time! Move aside, start oh! Hanging animations. Oh, I'm about to die. Seriously, this just blows, it honestly blows my mind. Because usually when you play pirated games, the one thing you expect is a glitchy, disgusting mess. A cheap display of someone trying to cash grab on a large title. But instead, we see something that is more close to the Super Nintendo game than the actual licensed one. Whoa! Did he just explode? I was not prepared for that. I was talking. If only I could get a gif of that just running down the road, I would be a complete man. Don't lick me. Oh, it seems I have joined my father. Ah! Jeez, every time I start this game up, I always miss that guy. I never see him. So when I found this game, to be honest, I tried to find some research about this, because I wanted to know more about this game. Because with pirated games, if you've seen a lot of them are reused skins and like just a lot of stuff that's just, you know, stolen. Like usually, a lot of times you find like DeviantArt bullshit. Well, I guess DeviantArt was not even close to being born at this time. This seems like, I could be mistaken because I don't know anything about it. It looks like they have like done everything from scratch. They crafted everything themselves. Bomb! And for what it's worth, it does look pretty good. I mean, trust me, it doesn't. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't look like the greatest game ever. Surely wouldn't even pay $40 for this game. But it sure as heck looks better than that abomination of what we just saw. Oh, it seems we have found an impasse, ladies and gentlemen. The pixels have vomited and no longer wants me to go that way. I have to climb the trees? Ooh. 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 Jeez, I can't. Simba, you're drunk. I guess that's a checkpoint. Or an animal cracker. Not too sure. You really gotta stop. Roar! It didn't work. He didn't give a toss about my roar. Ah! Got him. Oh, jeez, the hit detection is hard. Oh, boy. One thing is for sure, this game is not perfect. Ah! hit me! I guess I gotta wait till he roars first? Bonk. Okay, alright. Hup! Oh, I can't. I can't! Oh my gosh! He's dead. 2 hits. Can't wait to be king!
Is that a hippo's anus?
Huh. Well, I wasn't prepared for this. But you know what? You know what my daddy always taught me in these games? The blind guy, he's sitting there, going, he's about to fall off. He's like, Simba, when I die, don't get near some green hippo anuses. Ah! And then he died. You know, we never said anything about green rhinoceroses and grabbing their, hopefully, tails. I can only imagine this is in the Super Nintendo version. But I don't think I was prepared for him to grab with his claw. Just... Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm dead. God, no. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I do know this scene from the Super Nintendo game of the Genesis. I don't remember which one I watched a long time ago, but I do remember the scene. But I don't remember it looking this ridiculous, I'll tell you that much. How in the blue blazes am I supposed to get this? Am I missing something here? Can I just jump on top of the rhino? Nope, Rhino don't want to have nothing of it. I'm gonna try one more time. There's no way I can get that. Wow. You have aged, Mr. Monkey Man. You have aged. Well, you look more realistic. Your face does look like it's melting. That's really gross. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done here. Because I don't know how to get past that part. I just wanted to show the world this intriguing story that I would love to know more about. And if I find some interesting information on this game, I'll do a recap episode about it. But yeah, who would have guessed that the unlicensed pirated version? Can you really call it pirated? I take it back, you can't call it pirated, because pirated means you stole something. If they crafted this, like, sprite by sprite, even if it's the same game, it's not 100% pirated. I don't know. I don't know what the, I ain't a lawyer. I ain't gonna go to court for this. I'm not gonna defend them. I'm not gonna be their lawyer. Oh no, they'll lose. What's in my briefcase that in there? It's a sandwich. That's all I got to bribe the judge. I hope he's hungry, because if not, I'm shit out of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, this was The Lion King for the NES. Now the question you probably ask yourself, would I purchase this game? No. No, I would not. No, absolutely not. Unless I found this sucker in a frickin' bin at a tag sale or a garage sale or a flea market. Maybe then, if I found it. Especially knowing it's like $40. I guess. I'm not sure. You can't really check these things from eBay, but that's as far as you can get. I guess I'd get it, but I sure as heck wouldn't go out of my way to a retro gaming store who'd be like, hey, $40. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this video. By the way, that sad monkey is just being too sad. Get off my screen. Goodbye, sad monkey. Oh, now he's really sad! That's okay. He's gonna pick up another baby elephant and he'll make him feel better. That's all he needs in life. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening, and of course, don't have your daddy fall off a cliff because your uncle's a real jerk and he's just like, well, see ya, sucker, and then he falls off a cliff and he gets trampled like 1,000 times. which, you know, you would think you'd land on top of them seeing there's so many, but man, he was not lucky. He should not gamble. Well, I guess not, because he's dead, huh?